We love hip hop.
About Ryan Wedding. Okay. But it's not about Ryan Wedding himself. It's about his jeweler, because the jeweler's bail got denied today. And I just found out about him today. Apparently, he went for a bail hearing, and let me see on my page here, about a month ago. And this guy, he has been responsible, allegedly, for helping Ryan Wedding to clean hundreds of millions of dollars through jewelry purchases and other types of fine gifts. And he got denied bail about a month ago. And I'll play that clip first. And there's a couple of videos that I'd like to research on this guy here, because it's kind of crazy. So this is the bail denial for about a month ago.
A Canadian accused of laundering drug money for the criminal organization connected to fugitive Ryan Wedding is on the stand today at his bail hearing.
This decision could impact not just the life of the accused, but also those who've agreed to act as his sureties should he be granted bail. CTV's John Woodward has been following this case at Superior Court in Toronto. John, what's the latest?
The latest, Nathan, is that Roland Sokolowski has started testifying. He was a 37-year-old former professional poker player who has already described hands where he would win as much as $70,000. Says he gave it up a few years ago to start a jewelry depot, a jewelry vendor. And the American authorities are alleging that it's his jewelry that he made that were used as payments for alleged hitmen in the alleged drug trafficking organization of Ryan Wedding, who was that former Canadian Olympian, now turned fugitive. Justice Bodden here agreed the stakes are high for Sokolowski and anyone offering to act as a surety, saying it's difficult to precisely assess the degree of risk faced by the applicant and his sureties. It's unknown whether the Wedding drug trafficking organization has operatives in Ontario and whether they would perceive the applicant as a threat to the organization.
Damn.
Based on the inferences, I find that it is reasonably possible that the drug trafficking organization could view the applicant as a potential cooperating witness. In that case, those close to him would be at risk of being killed either by the drug trafficking organization members or hired assassins. So that's the stakes of the...
Wow. So, I see Deepak still his Telegram. Listen. The Deepak guy, the lawyer, this is the lawyer that Looney's talking about, right? He's the one who suggested that Ryan Wedding go and do a hit on some witnesses that were supposed to testify against him a few years ago. Okay, so anybody who's in a position to be out, who knows too much, it's not like this guy's showing any kind of disloyalty. He just want to get out of jail. But they might be doing him a favor by keeping him in jail because he might be safer over there. Maybe. Because this Ryan Wedding guy, obviously, and I'm saying this while I'm doing this live stream, like, he's definitely got a lot of reach. He's got a lot of connections. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about how safe anybody who's been working with him, anybody who wants to be associated with people who are working with him or worked with him, it's all at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy gets out of jail, he's with his sureties, and then they go murder off all of you guys. Now nobody can talk. Now you don't have to come back and do any type of court or trial or anything. Don't worry about it. We handle that. So, let me show you all another video here, because like it gets deep, bro.
Of the bail hearing that we're at now, Sokolowski is also accused of being a bookkeeper for Ryan Wedding, one of several Canadians accused of working with that fugitive just a few weeks.
Oh, he got the information in the books too. Oh, they're gonna murk this guy.
Ago here we were at the court hearing into the bail hearing into Deepak Paradkar, who was the lawyer accused of giving legal advice to kill a witness. So that is very much on the minds of everyone here at this bail hearing. Reporting live from 361 University, I'm John Woodward. Back to you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. Let me go back into my history, because I was watching a video earlier. Oh, actually, I know where it is. Let's pull up what happened with him recently. Where the hell is it? I was literally just looking at it. I watch a lot of trash. Holy shit. We spoke to Sinaloa Cartel. It's not that. All right, I'll just pull up my link. I got my links ready. Oh. Let me pull this up. We're going to have to go through the advertising that happens here because we're going on a website. Anthony Young wants to know what's the Doobie documentary called. I'll find that for you in a second. It's available right now on YouTube. Let's let this ad run.
Classics.
It's the Total Automotive.
And then we can get to the story over here.
CA for tickets.
The Toronto jeweler charged in the Ryan Wedding case has been denied bail. Roland Sokolowski is accused of laundering hundreds of millions of dollars in assets for an international drug smuggling ring allegedly run by former Canadian Olympian Ryan Wedding, recently arrested by U.S. authorities. The 37-year-old was seeking release from custody ahead of a hearing that will determine if he'll be extradited to the United States, where he's facing charges. Prosecutors opposed his release, saying, among other things, he posed a flight risk.
Jesus Christ. So they're trying to extradite this guy to America. Let me find this guy's name here.
The Toronto
Roman. Let's find his name here and see if we can Roland Sokolowski. Let me do a quick YouTube search because there was a video I was looking at, but it was somebody, they were interviewing somebody from the Sinaloa Cartel, but I don't know if I can show that. Let me see if I can find some of his poker career. See, right away, poker pops up. Diamond jeweler denied. Is this him?
We'll set the trap once more. Lee checks with the 7-6. And it comes 9-5-4. The open ender versus the overpair. Berg checks. And Lee trying to bet 300-ish or so. Got to be at least 4. Berg just check calls. The turn, though, is the...
Let me see here. What's this? The Diamond Czar. Toronto jeweler Roland Sokolowski's $2 million bail bid.
This video is for educational and journalistic purposes only. All information is based on public court records and official statements.
Disclaimer.
Please note that all individuals mentioned are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. This channel does not provide legal advice, and our reporting is strictly for news commentary and public interest. This is...
Oh, quickly, just to answer the question for the homie over here, Anthony Young wanted to know what's the name of the Doobie documentary. It's like From the Streets to the something something. It's the Doobie documentary. They put a whole bunch of words before just putting Doobie.
It's the latest update in connection.
You might not want to go check it out. It's just all AI.
With the ongoing proceedings tied to former Olympic snowboarder Ryan Wedding and related extradition matters involving Canadian courts. Today, in a downtown Toronto courtroom, 30 running investigation.
Get out of here. This is some trash. Let me show you guys what I was looking at, and I'm going to take the risk. Ooh. How big is the Toronto corruption? The rundown. We'll go back to that after. Let me go back to my history over here. Actually, let me add this to my history. Just give me a quick second.
Being, you know.
Okay, let me add that to my history. And then let me go back to my history because there was a video that I saw where they were interviewing somebody from the Sinaloa Cartel over there in Mexico. So we spoke to a Sinaloa Cartel operative about Ryan Wedding. This is CBC News.
A nivel nacional.
So hopefully I don't get a copyright.
Cartel.
And there's one question we want to ask.
What do they know about Ryan Wedding?
Make no mistake about it. Ryan Wedding
is a modern-day iteration of El Chapo Guzman.
Ryan Wedding remains one of the top threats to Canadian public safety. He's being protected by the Sinaloa Cartel.
For months, CBC has been following the case of Canadian Olympian turned alleged narco kingpin Ryan Wedding. Now we travel to Culiacan in northwestern Mexico.
Okay, so let's go to the conversation itself.
For security reasons, we are not revealing his identity. His voice is also distorted. He says he's heard the name of Ryan Wedding.
Se ha hecho muy viral estos últimos meses, que es el nuevo Chapo.
He says the U.S. has inflated Wedding's profile.
Yo creo que ya lo tienen ubicado, nomás lo están dejando ser. Al momento de agarrarlo, ahí vas a sacar la noticia grande, pues. Y lo van a inflar como una noticia gigante.
Despite the claims from Canadian and U.S. law enforcement,
no creo que esté protegido por el cartel de Sinaloa, ni que esté en la Ciudad de México tampoco, siendo que la Ciudad de México es de las más vigiladas de todo.
Hold on, I need to read some of this shit. Let me go back a bit.
Canadian and U.S. law enforcement.
No creo que esté.
I don't believe that he's under the protection of the Sinaloa cartel or that he's in Mexico City.
Protegido por el cartel de Sinaloa, ni que esté en la Ciudad de México tampoco, siendo que
because Mexico City is the most surveilled city in the country.
La Ciudad de México es de las más vigiladas a todo nivel nacional y hay muchas inteligencias y muchos.
And there are different intelligence agencies from the government.
Departamento de inteligencia de gobierno.
Looks like there was an execution. Now this is an everyday scene. It happens all the time. That's why people in Culiacan are so feared, because they are afraid that something might happen to them. You never know. If you're going out, you'll never know if you're coming back.
This victim is in his 50s. Family members arrive. A hole punched.
My bad. I'm not trying to go through the whole doc this time. If you guys want me to do a full breakdown on this doc, I'll maybe touch on this on another day. I want to get to the gang member here.
Las privadas de la libertad.
Forma de también.
Back in the cartel safe house.
¿Y has tenido que salir a matar?
A trabajar, sí.
¿Qué le dices a la población de las mamás, los papás, la gente que se levanta temprano, trabajar duro? ¿Qué le dices a ellos sobre el miedo que sienten?
Que se cuiden. Que se cuiden porque ahorita la cosa aquí en esta ciudad está al rojo vivo. Ahorita.
Jeez. I guess you guys read all of that, right? How do you guys feel about the parents and the people out there, the civilians that are having to deal with all of this drama and all that? The man asked, and he said, yeah, just be careful.
No respetan niños.
Right now, children are not respected. Women are not respected.
Niños no respetan mujeres, no respetan ancianos, no respetan nada.
¿Y cómo termina esto?
Tiene que quedar uno nomás. De las dos facciones, tiene que quedar uno solo.
That's crazy. That's the only way this shit ends, is if one person remains. Brian Russell, you think that's cap? You don't think that's a real gang member?
Mexican authorities have increased their presence in response to the cartel war. We followed the National Guard to a checkpoint and on a patrol. Major General Ulises González Calzada leads the National Guard in Sinaloa. As for Ryan Wedding,
bueno, yo conocí de él a través de los medios de comunicación, pero no lo he tenido yo así, ni tengo ninguna información al respecto.
He says his work is focused on pacifying the region.
Y la Secretaría de la Defensa Nacional tomó acciones al respecto, amparada con el Gabinete de Seguridad, como parte del Gabinete de Seguridad, e implementó operaciones de alto nivel aquí en el Estado y a regresar a la ciudadanía a la seguridad para retomar sus actividades normales.
This is a lot of cap, right? To return security to the citizenry so that they can resume their regular activities. Bro, this has been going on for decades. We're not acting like this shit just turned up now, bro. Y'all niggas have been killing Mexicans in the hundreds yearly on some gang shit. So you guys are acting like, oh, you know, all we got to do is just figure out a couple of ways to just restore the balance. And nah, bro, you guys don't want to restore shit, bro. It's not economically sound for you to restore the balance.
A la seguridad para retomar sus actividades normales.
He says much of the killings are contained between factions of the cartel.
Eran miembros del mismo grupo criminal. Todos eran miembros del mismo grupo criminal. Se conocían.
They know each other, they know where they live, the details of their movements.
Sabían dónde vivían, las actividades que desarrollaban.
He says the security situation is improving.
Yo siento que vamos por el camino correcto para llevarla a cabo.
Get out of here. Anyhow, this is a bunch of cap. Listen, I just wanted to give an update on this jeweler guy right now. All right. There's going to be more things that I want to look into as far as this whole Ryan Wedding case. I know that the Deepak lawyer, forget his name, whatever, emergency Deepak, whatever his name is. There's more stuff that I need to look into when it comes to him because I want to keep updates on what's going on with him as far as his case. I'm sure he's probably got another hearing probably in another week or so. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. But for now, I'm going to leave it there because I feel that like the more I delve into this via live stream without having to do my research behind the scenes, that somebody's going to want to come shoot my head off. So salute to whoever's in that gang. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.